Greetings. This is a full disassembly, reassembly of the Razer Chroma Wolverine Chroma V2, and so you kick it off by pulling out a little tool, whether a screwdriver or a plastic spade, and just work this upper edge as you go around. Twist it to be able to break away the little clips that are underneath there, and you'll feel them break away as you get around there. And then once you can get your fingers in there, go ahead and use your fingers to leverage it off. Okay, next we're going to work on this little piece on the top. Again, get your little tool in the edge and then just twist it off. Break the couple little clips that are in there and it'll pop right off. All right, next we're going to work on the grips, the upper grips. And get your tool on the edge. Now just get it right in the front there. There's a little clip just off the little edge right there. And once you can break that first one, you can use your fingers to leverage the rest off pretty easily. So again, get that first little clip right on the edge there. Once you can break that one, the rest of them just kind of pop out. And there we go. All right, next we have 4 screws on both sides. So 4 screws on the right, 4 screws on the left, and 2 in the middle that are over the X button. So we'll work these 4 screws on the right. And the 4th one. Okay, so next we're going to work on the 4 on the left. So you notice that the little fiber optic cable popped out there. It's fine. It just sits there. There's a little clip that kind of holds it in place. So you can pull the whole thing out. It won't hurt anything. All right, so get the 4 screws out on the left. Once you have those, there's 2 more that we need to get out that are across the X button there. So get those last 2 screws. And once we have those off, we're ready to pull off the bottom. All right, so in this case, I've already taken it off, and so the little clips came off a little bit easier, but you definitely want to get in there right there, pry that first, and then if need be, go back to the front and pry a little on the front. But okay, once we have the back off, you can see that we have the back buttons there, and I replaced one of mine that was broken with a 3D printed one that I designed, and I have a different video showing that. To continue the tear down, let's go ahead and take off the covers for the fiber optic cables. 2 screws there on the left, pry off the little cap, and in this case the fiber optic cable, because the tape came off, just fell off, and it's, like I said, it's fine. You know, they're just sitting there anyway. It's those screws and the caps that hold it in place and connect it to the LED sensor there. So you can kind of see the LED sensor is that little white thing that's at the end of the fiber optic cable. One last screw. Let's go ahead and pull it off, and that should free it up. Okay, let's flip it around. You can see the whole motherboard there with the analog sticks, and get access to all the buttons there if need to be. Of note on these analog sticks, I pried pretty hard and I couldn't get them off, so I'm pretty sure they're heat pressed on. You'll have to drill out those heat press right there and there if you wanted to get at the analog stick and replace them. So not necessarily a plug and play. All right, let's put it back together. So get the face plate, line it back up, and as you line it up, it just lines up. Just get it into position and it snaps right in. And then once you have it in position there, replace that one little screw that's off on the left there, right there. Little trick I like to do is use my index finger, to hold the screw in place, because I have big fingers, and once it's in place I can screw it in. That keeps it from falling in. I find that more useful than magnetic, because magnetic still wobbles. Just kind of firmly holds it in place. All right, so the caps only go one way. So the left cap can only go on the left side. Get the 2 screws. Again, this is the fiber optic cap cover. Don't tighten it all the way, just kind of get it started, because you're going to have to jam the fiber optic cable back in there. So get both screws in there and get them started. All right, once you have it started, jam the fiber optic cable back in there, and then you can tighten it down good. All right, nice and firm and snug. Don't break it, but it's nice and snug. Okay, that one's good. The other side, no issue, because the tape stayed there for me, and so it just stayed in place. So all it needed was the cap. So I got the cap on there already, and go ahead and put the 2 screws in, and screw down the 2 screws there, and then you should be good to go. All right, so that's getting the bottom back on. All right, so let's go ahead and, again, work from the bottom up there and press it in. And so you'll feel it snap all the way around. So got a bunch of little snaps in there, and you'll feel them go into place. Okay, once all the snaps are in there, we need to replace all 10 screws. 4 there on the left, 2 up top, and 4 on the right. So we will start on the right and work our way around. One, 2, 3, and then the 4th is the one that's under the fiber optic line. There it is. 2 up top, and the 4 on the right. Go ahead and work bottom up again. 1 at the bottom, 1 under the D-pad, 1 on the left. There's 2 holes there. Make sure you go in the top hole. That's where the teeth are. And hiding under the fiber optic line there. That's the last one. Now I'll go ahead and tuck the fiber optic line back under the little clip, as you see there. And it's going to fit loosely, but it's fine. Just kind of get it into the right position. Get it under that little cap, little clip cap there. Okay. Now we can do the grips or the last little piece. Let's do the last little piece. Slide it on because it snaps on. Very easy. Quick snap. Now let's work the right grip. So the right grip, as you see, just get into position over the fiber optic cable and just snap straight down, and it'll pop into position. Get the right one, just directly over the fiber optic, and snap it back into position. Nice connection there, and the faceplate. So line it up, press it in. It's that simple. All right. Put the joysticks back together, and that completes the teardown reassembly. And so it's always good to check the buttons again, make sure you didn't, got everything lined, but it should work just fine. So if you're interested in how to replace one of those buttons, because you're probably watching this, I have another video where I show how to do that. And hopefully this is helpful. Take care, and catch you on the flip side.